Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Miss Jaleisha J. If you do not know me, I am an inspirational speaker, spiritual teacher, and a author. And I help you challenge your limited beliefs so that you can align and manifest the life that you desire. And I hope you do this by giving you tools and resources to open up your heart space so that you can live a more authentic life. So if you feel a connection with me, you feel a vibe with me, you feel like we are, like this, please make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you are aware when I post videos. Okay, let's get into it. So this video is going to be about signs that you may be clairaudient. You may have the gift of hearing. What a wonderful gift. In the last video, I talked about signs that you may be clairvoyant, which is the gift of vision, the gift of sight. And let me just preface this by saying that all of us have different gifts. All of us have gut instincts. All of us have different things that we can tap into to learn about ourselves. The gift of intuition isn't just one person over the next. All of us have different gifts, but we just have to be aware of those gifts so we can really tap into it. And this is for those who really want to enhance their experience on this earth. Those who really want to be at home with themselves. When you have the gift of intuition and you know what your spiritual gift is, you feel more connected, you feel more at peace, you feel more at flow. You know that you are protected, you know that you are loved, you know how to protect yourself from those who are not for you. You know how to protect yourself from those who may harm you. You know how to protect yourself from certain situations or experiences because you just get this knowing. And everybody has a different type of knowing. It could be vision, it could be hearing, it could be taste, it could be feeling, it could be anything, or you may have all of those things. But the key is to tap into it. The key is to trust yourself, because the more you trust yourself, the more you feel at ease within self. A lot of times we seek outside validation, we seek outside sources to make us feel better, to confirm something we may already know, to validate an experience or a situation or a person, when really we just need to tap into ourselves and go within. So having an intuition is absolutely powerful. So we'll go right into it. Signs that you may be clairaudient, that you may have the gift of hearing. I also am clairaudient, so I do have the gift of hearing. So I'm gonna also just explain some of my experiences as well. So the first sign, you may hear a buzzing or ringing noise in your ear often, both ears or one ear. Now this is not someone who has like ear problems, like major ear problems. I'm just talking about not painful ear problems, but you have like a buzzing noise, a white noise, a ringing, a loud ringing, and it may be constant, it may become here and there. Normally that's a sign you probably have a gift. You probably have the gift of hearing. You may have angels trying to speak with you, spirit guides trying to connect with you, ancestors that may be trying to connect with you. You may be getting an answer to a message or to a question that you had, or to a situation, or you may be receiving a warning. It also depends on what ear you're receiving these buzzing noises or these ringings. You need to look it up. I would suggest anytime you consistently have this, look it up on Google. Google ringing in right ear, spiritual meaning, ringing in left ear, spiritual meaning, and tap into it and see what resonates with you. Everything isn't for everybody else. So you take what's meant for you, you take what you feel that's connected for you, for what message is for you, and you take that and you go with it. So that's the first sign. I normally get ringing in my ears when I have a message I need to pay attention to, or my spirit guides are trying to connect with me. I had a loud ringing in my ears the other night. I was up in the middle of the night, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, because there was a message I need to tap into, and really that message was for me to get back out into nature and tap back into my spiritual side and ground myself and center myself. But that could be for anybody else. You could have a message come in to tell you to eat more, or to drink more water, or to check on your friends, or check on your family. You never know, but just want to pay attention and tap into that. So the white noise is possibly a gift. Okay, so the second thing is that you have exceptional hearing. You have really good hearing. You hear things that other people could never pick up or hear. And I'll speak from my experience as a child. Oh my gosh, as a child I had exceptional hearing, and I could always hear things I did not want to hear, namely my mom and you know, parents, and you know what parents do, right? I heard it every time. No matter where I was, I could be way down the hall, I could be outside, I could be whatever, and I could hear everything. I could hear conversations in a whole other room that I shouldn't have been hearing, that normal people wouldn't hear, but I could. And I used to feel so like icky, like why do I keep hearing these things? And I would cry. But even as an adult, I still hear everything. I could be in a different room and I'm still hearing full conversations, things like words coming out, certain words, certain phrases, I hear it. So if you have exceptional hearing, if you could hear things and other people cannot, and you've always had this probably as a kid, you probably have the gift of clairaudiency. And the thing with the gift of hearing is that we can hear things so exceptionally well because we can find out the truth that other people cannot, and we can hear it. When people are speaking, we can actually hear the truth. We can hear it. It's just like a gut knowing, and we don't know why, but we just believe it. So that's the gift of hearing. That's the gift of having that exceptional hearing. So if you do have really, really good hearing, you've always been able to hear things that you probably shouldn't have, you probably have the gift of clairaudient, okay? The third thing is that you are sensitive to noises, sensitive to music, sensitive to certain sounds. This is big. If you have the gift of hearing, you probably are a big music person, a big music person. You probably love music. I absolutely love music, like look, but I also have to be mindful with the gift of hearing because I'm very sensitive to certain music and certain sounds. So if I'm in a mood, or if I'm like feeling some type of way, I have to be mindful what I'm listening to, because I can listen to certain music that can take me from here to all the way down here because I'm so sensitive to it. I'm an empath and I'm naturally clairaudient, so I will be prone to feeling some type of way if I listen to Summer Walker too much, Mary J. Blige. But sometimes we need those for our healing and our growth and our evolution, but at the same time, we're so sensitive. So you have to be mindful to what you're listening to, what you're putting into your body. You're sensitive to sounds as well, because we're so aware, and our gift is in our ears, and we can just tap into everything, that we can get so many downloads and get so many messages. So you just have to be aware of what you're listening to, the sounds you're around. If it's too much, you may need to decompress, remove yourself, detach, but it's a gift, okay? Another sign that you may be clairaudient is that you give great advice. People come to you. People just always come to you because they know that you have you're wise. You have so much advice, and the reason why is because we can really hear the truth. Like, I'm this type of person. A person can come to me and talk to me, and I'm listening to them, and I'm definitely tapping in and just being aware, but at the same time, I can actually hear the truth. And so we just give great advice. We're able to really just pour love into others and be honest because we're actually listening to people. We listen and we hear the truth. That's the thing with clairaudiency. You hear it, like you just hear it. And you just have to tap into that. Don't question what you're hearing. Don't question if this is really true. What is this? Trust that. Trust whatever comes up instinctively. That's your gift. People need that from you. People need that gift because you're amazing. It's just amazing. Okay, we're amazing. Okay. So if you give great advice, people keep coming to you. They always tell you got great advice. They always tell you that you're wise. You probably got a gift of clairaudient. And people also give you compliments that you're a great listener. Because some people, they say they listening, but they really not listening. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we're human. Whatever. We still are human beings having a spiritual experience. Okay. Moving on. So another sign that you may be clairaudient is that you love any type of listening or any type of auditory, like podcasts, anything that stimulates the hearing. You may love listening to podcasts. You may love reading audible books. I personally don't like audible books, but I love podcasts. I love podcasts. I'd rather listen to a podcast than actually watch the video, because it's just something about me just tuning in completely with my ears that it just hits my senses faster than watching a video. But you may love any type of auditory reading, any auditory learning. That's how you connect. And that's a sign that you may be clairaudient, okay? That's a sign you may be clairaudient. Also, another sign I would say, and this is from my own personal experience, is that you have the gift of telling when others are lying. You can see that, you can hear it. I have the gift of when someone's speaking to me, I don't know why, but I can just hear the truth. Like, I can hear their truth. They may be telling me one thing, but I can hear the actual truth of what's really going on. And so that's a gift of clairaudiency. You can hear the actual truth. You can hear people when they're talking. They may be telling you one thing, but you hear what the real truth is, okay? You just know it, okay? Also, another sign may be that when you go into a certain place, or you're on the phone, or you're asking a question, or you're meditating, your knowledge, what comes to you, your downloads come to you through hearing. It's a voice. Now, a lot of times we have anxiety, we have depression, and that's because we are thinking too far ahead, or we're thinking too far in the past. We're not in the present moment, and we have all these different thoughts, and our mind is racing. And I can attest to this because I'm a Gemini moon, and if you don't know about signs, let me just tell you, Gemini moon is all over the place, okay? But I naturally hear a lot of different voices, either and it's majority negative voices. But the goal with meditating and being aware is that we are supposed to acknowledge the voices, acknowledge the voice, but don't give in to it, don't react to it. And with the gift of being clairaudient, you may hear so many different voices, but what I will say is that with the gift of clairaudient, the voice that is your intuition, which is of love, which is of encouragement, which is absolute, which is factual, that's something you can't deny. It's not negative in any sense of way. It's not holding you back. It's not fear-based. It's complete absolute truth. It's complete absolute fact. And you're like, what is this? Because it could be, I'm hearing all these negative thoughts, all these negative thinking, and all these negative words, and all of a sudden I hear something telling me what to do next. I hear something telling me where to go. And that's the gift of clairaudient. Sometimes we need to be able to connect with our gift. Sometimes you need to tap back into nature. You need to change your diet habits. You need to go on a hike. You may need to ground in the grass. You may need to do a water fast. You may need to just detoxify yourself from whatever else is going on. Clean out your house, clean out your energy, okay? So that you can get more connected with your intuition. I had to do it the other day. I was feeling all these different type of voices going off. I knew my anxiety was trying to kick in, and immediately I heard a voice, my clairaudient gift, that told me to go on a hike, to go to your special place, your safe space. And so I went on a hike, and immediately while I was on my hike, I was instantly getting downloads left and right. Do this next. You got to go do this. Start this. This is what you have to do. A, B, C, D, E. And it was not fear-based. It was just absolute. And so I knew I can trust it. I knew I can move forward in it. And that's the gift of clairaudient. We have the gift of hearing. We hear what other people cannot hear. We just know. And the more we tap into that, the more you tap into trusting yourself and trusting that voice of support, that voice of knowing, the more you are able to feel secure within you. And the more secure within you are, the more you can move and make moves and do things and know that you're completely supported, because it's nobody else that's telling you these things but the God within you, okay? Source within you. So if you are clairaudient, or you identify with any of these signs that I gave or any experiences, please let me know in the comments. I have another video coming out with the next clear sign, the next clear gift of intuition. But I will see you guys soon, and I hope you all have a great day.